YouTube channel. Thought I would get up in here a little early. I was looking for Grumpy, because Grumpy's usually at this time frame, and I get up early and watch Grumpy's laid back carvings, and by Jinkies, he's not up. Come on, Grumpy, wake your ass up, and I'll let you go live. I'm taking up your time slot. Yeah, Grumpy got up in there and did his Planet 13 thing, and tells me he did all right. Didn't get quite as much as he wanted, but did okay. I'm still in the hospital. Tomorrow they're gonna take off one of my toes. My index toe on my right foot is coming off tomorrow. It's not good. It's in a state of ick. And it's gonna have to come off. So we're gonna get it lopped. I think they'll probably go to Home Depot and get some shears like you use to trim your roses. Come up under me and snip. Next thing they know, that toe will be flopping on the floor. Yeah, I bet you. I bet you. No, really. I bet you. It'll be interesting to see if he pops into my live or what the deal is. I don't know. Yeah, Grumpy's a buddy. He does really good art. If you're not familiar with his channel, you need to look him up. Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. He spins with a lathe and makes roach clips. And he has recently got connected with Planet 13, a marijuana dispensary. And they're allowing him to set up camp and sell his wares. And I think he said they've got one of his pieces in their display case inside the store. But on the 13th of every month, they have vendors allowed to come in and display their wares. They get together like in the parking lot, I guess, and set up booths and show off their goodies. And he's done pretty good, fair to middling. He'll get better because they'll know his products, and word of mouth is a good thing. Yeah. In fact, he sent me some of his roach clips, and I put them in the store that I'm a part of. There's a store. I'm in California. There's a store in Cool, California, which is located between Auburn and Placerville along Highway 49. If you know your California history, you know that gold was discovered in California in a place called Coloma. And nowadays we've got I think they call it the Gold Trail. And you get on Highway 49 and you drive around and you get to see these little places where they discovered gold in California. And if you're driving along Highway 49, you're going to run into, you're going to run into this little bitty place called Cool. And it's a town. It's not just a gas station. It's a town. I mean, it's definitely bigger than Mayberry. But, yeah. Little shop up in there called Joe's Emporium. And in Joe's Emporium, I have some. Hello, Kay. Why don't you guys give Kay some roses? Hit the little emojis. Give her some flowers. Yeah. But this place called Joe's Emporium, kind of nifty. It's like a thrift shop, and they've got artisans from the area that will bring in their goodies. People that make homemade barbecue sauce. People that make handmade soap. People that make their own jewelry. People that make homemade candles. She's got a lot of vintage clothing in there, which is kind of hard to find sometimes. And, and I just recently took in my rock collection that I had since I was a child. So if you like crystals and geodes and thunder agates, Joe's Emporium now has a bunch of that kind of goodie. And I've been collecting rocks since I was 5. I remember my grandfather and my dad and my dad's brother all turned me on to collecting stones. I was born in Elgin, Illinois, and both my parents were teachers. And when we moved out of Illinois and we moved to California, we would still go back to Illinois because we had family there, and teachers get the entire summer off. Yeah, because the kids are out on summer vacation, so the teachers are out too. And my grandfather had a farm in Monmouth, Illinois, and you could get out and hike along the creeks that ran through the property. He had 50 acres of pretty decent land in Monmouth, Illinois, and they raised cattle and grew corn and soybeans. But we would get out there and we would walk in the creeks, and we would look for arrowheads, and we would also find arrowheads, we would find geodes. So I was introduced to rocks, stones, precious stones, and collectible rocks early, when I was, about 5 years old. It's funny, I also remember, I'll never forget, man, my grandfather gave me a pocket knife when I was 5 years old. And he gave that to me delicately, and he says, "Bobby, I don't want you ever to go anywhere without a blade. You should have a blade. A man should have a blade. This is a little bitty knife. It's sharp. You need to take care of it. Don't hurt yourself. But I want you to have this." And he handed me this little bitty thing. It was basically a money clip that had a little tiny blade in it and a nail file on the other side. And I would keep it in my pocket. And when I got older and had a wallet, I would keep it inside the wallet because it was flat and a money clip. And he was a farmer as well as a rancher, and he would take his oats to market. And one of the granaries in town was Kent, and their symbol was green with yellow writing. And on this money clip was the word Kent. And in all the years that I had it, that word Kent, the green and the yellow writing on it would rub off. But get this, I am 62 years old. I was given that money clip when I was 5. I still have that money clip. I have it in my wallet as we speak. It's too far away from me for you to see it right now, but believe me, I have it. And isn't there something? I've got a money clip that I was given when I was 5 years old. But anyway, back to the rocks. We my goodness, I don't know how well you know rocks, but I'm gonna continue with my story anyway. I was hiking along this creek outside of Monmouth, outside kind of in the area where my grandfather had his ranch, and a buddy of mine, Johnny Robeson, and I were hiking along the creek trying to find arrowheads. And I look down and I see these crystals. And it was not uncommon to see crystals. And we collected them, and most of the time you'd see it would sparkle, and you'd look, and it would be crystal, but it didn't have, a definite, a good one, if you will. It wasn't a good one. It was just a crystal. And so we were always looking for a good one, great big shiny, just awesome looking one. And I looked down, and this one looked pretty decent. So I bent over and I tried to pick it up. That sucker wouldn't budge. I'm like, uh-oh, this is bigger than I thought. So I told Johnny hey, Johnny, found a crystal. Hold up, because we're hiking along the creek trying to find arrowheads. And I sat there and dug and dug and dug and dug. And if you'll see the size of my pen here and the size of this book that I'm drawing on here, it took me about an hour. And I dug up a crystal about as big as this notebook. I still have that too. Gee, many Christmas, I forgot about how long ago I had found that. But holy smokes, I must have been, let's see, I was maybe 12 at that time. And it was really cool because if you know rocks, you know this particular kind of crystal. It was a ball crystal. Picture a golf ball, round like a golf ball. You know how golf balls have those little dimples on them? Well, this crystal was kind of shaped like that. Not your typical pointy stick 'em up crystal. It was sparkly and round. And tell you what, man, that thing was badass. And it was just right there in the damn creek bed. I had to dig like crazy and wash it off and wash it off and wash it off. It was muddy as hell and just kind of icky. But once I got the mud off of it, the Illinois state mud, a beautiful piece, just absolutely gorgeous crystal. It's beautiful crystal. Now, we would find all kinds of stuff. I don't know about you, but one of the most exciting things is finding a rock that is exciting enough to stop you in your tracks. You're walking along, you're like, whoa, that's a good looking one right there. And to find an arrowhead, oh my God, man. You find an arrowhead, something that's been sitting right there in that spot for 100 years, something that a person had shot at an animal to try to get himself some dinner and missed, and that arrowhead is sitting right there just waiting for you to pick it up. It's been sitting there for 100 years. Oh my God, that's cool shit right there, man. Getting a piece of history. Now, when I got older, actually more of an adult when I can afford it because they're expensive as hell, a metal detector. I had a metal detector up until maybe 2 or 3 years ago when I got to the point I couldn't bend over much to actually do the digging. But you go around and that damn thing goes beep, beep. And you bend down and you dig. You don't know what you're going to dig up. Lots of guys do it, metal detecting a lot, and they kind of know which beep means what, and they're able to kind of tell what they're going to be digging up. I never got that good, but you get out in the parks after a party that's been out there in the park and you're digging around, you'll find rings. You'll find coins, lots of coins. But shit, you dig up somebody's ring, that's crazy shit right there. I have found several rings, men's gold rings, lots of silver. People are wearing a lot of silver. And necklaces, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of bottle caps. Pisses you off when you think you're going to find a gold ring. You dig it up and it turns out to be nothing but a bottle cap or a pull tab. My God, those pull tabs are everywhere too. And I got buddies still who go out every other day or every day metal detecting, and they find all kinds of stuff. I got one friend who found a gold coin from the 1800s. Can you imagine the excitement of digging down and having something look up at you sparkly like that? Oh man, cool beans. Oh my. Yeah, I got a metal detector mainly because I live in gold country. Where I live, near the foothills outside of Sacramento, right before you hit up the hill toward Tahoe in the foothills there, all kinds of gold was discovered through there. Pounds of it. They would find it in the creeks, doing their gold panning, and I thought, man, They had to have dropped something. My buddies find belt buckles. Um, Not that it's metal, but while they're digging, they find pieces of clay pipes that they used to smoke. I've had friends find like nickels from the time. Oh God, this was crazy. Guy would go out all the time, and we know that gold conjugated in the white rocks that we find in the area, which are quartz, big chunks of white quartz. That's the stuff that they would crush and mine when they would cut a hole into the side of the hill and chase a gold vein. They would follow the white rock, and they would send it to the crusher, which would make it into little itty bitty pieces, and then they would be able to get the gold out of it. But so we know that those white rocks could contain gold. So when we're out doing our metal detector, and if we see a white rock, we always scan over the top of it to see if it beeps, because if it beeps, it might have gold in it. My buddy goes over this rock about the size of a football, and he does over the top, and by golly, his machine goes batshit, and he's like, uh-oh. So he picks up this rock and he throws it in his backpack, and he's going to check it out later when he's got the means to do so. He takes that rock, cuts it open, and he sees gold, and he's like, oh God. So he takes this to a professional. They test it. That rock, which was about the size of a football, had enough gold in it that it was valued at about $20,000. Yeah. At the time, it was $2,000 an ounce. Actually, I'm wrong, not 20,000, but quite a flippin' bit of money for this rock that had gold in it. And technically, if you were to take that rock and cut it up into smaller pieces, and it's white, the white quartz, and it has the gold vein in it, you could make small pieces and make jewelry out of it and make tons of money. Or you could sell it as one piece because it's gold in the raw. Hey there, Bazzy. How you doing, buddy? I'm feeling just fine, and I'm bored, and it's early in the morning. I woke up because the damn sensor, they've got an IV in my arm, and it's administering antibiotics, and if you hold your arm wrong, it bitches at you, and it's loud. It's like beep, beep, beep to alert the nurse, and then the nurse comes in. Robert, you need to keep your arm relatively straighter. It'll keep doing that. It was 2:00 in the fucking morning. The thing's going beep beep, wake me up like a rooster would. And so I'm awake. But I mean, all I'm doing is lying around and staring at the wall and doing some sketching. Just got home from work and some sliders. Ooh, sliders. Hey, that sounds kind of good. You just got home. You work nights? Bazzy, where are you? Hey there. Oh my God, I've got Francis in the room. Francis is in the house. Boys and girls, if you don't know these people, you need to get up in there and check out their sites. Kay Bazzy is awesome to the bone. And then, of course, Francis, Miss Bead and Crazy Custom Creations, Oh, Frances is wonderful. Elderly, or older, if you will, woman. And she does crafts and just amazing person. Oh, you're in Detroit. Oh, you do the night shift, 10 until 6. Hey, I don't want to insult you, Francis, for calling you old. My bad. But you're a nifty people, and I like watching your lives because uh, you remind me of my mother, and I lost my mother recently, so it's fun to watch and reminisce. If you're wondering, I'm doing fine. I'm still in the hospital. They're gonna take off my toe on Monday, tomorrow, and then probably be able to go home either Monday evening or Tuesday, because they'll stitch that up and tell me how to do the dressing and so forth and so on. I'm hoping that the infection is going to be shallow and they'll be able to just lop it off and we won't have any problem, because I've been on this IV for the weekend and kind of a pain. I was telling the damn thing went off. If you don't hold your arm right or sleep with your arm right, it alerts the nurse by loud beeping. Beep, beep, beep. Dude, try to go back to sleep after you got a loud beep in your ear. I'm a pain in the ass. Okay. Francis says she's older than dirt. Oh, you poor thing. That's funny. Yeah, so I'm doing some sketching and just kind of playing around, telling stories. Yeah, if you didn't know, I live in California. It's technically Sacramento, but it's on the outskirts. I live near the foothills. And I've lived in California all my life. Well, most of my life. I was born in Elgin, Illinois, and at 4 years old we moved to California. I've been here ever since. And my parents were teachers, and we lived in El Dorado Hills, which is a pretty nice area. Oh, it was awesome, man. As a kid, my buddies and I would hike up into the foothills and we would build forts. And for a 12-year-old boy, that's good stuff right there. And my dad, he was all about making sure that my brother and I had what we needed to be boys. He bought me a BB gun. My buddy who lived across the street, Rich Gillespie, and I would take our BB guns and we'd go up into the hills. All we had to do was walk down the street and go through a fence, because they had cattle, so they had it fenced, a barbed wire fence. And we would chase. My husband lost one toe and got a bone infection and had to go back and have the next toe removed also. Oh, seems to be a trend. So we'd get up in there and we'd shoot at Tweety birds. And oh my goodness, man, we had such adventures. We would the Daisy BB gun. Yeah, the way it should be. Everybody should be. Every garden growing up, of course. And my God, as a kid, you don't necessarily know what poison oak looks like. Boy, I found out fast. You walk right through it and you get it on you. In about 2-3 days, You're itching like you never have before. And you know how little boys are. They're always touching their wieners. You get that poison oak where it ain't supposed to be. Oh my God. You oh Bobby, quit scratching your balls. But Mom, it itches. Well, let's get you into the calamine lotion. Oh, fuck. Calamine lotion, good gracious. The calamine lotion, we would put it on so thick that it would get crusty. It just, and it dries you out. It I guess it's intended to dry out the skin and make it so, the oils in the poison oak that's on your skin, were dried out. Showing off my pictures here. They get better. It's fun here in the hospital because I'm sitting here sketching and the nurses come in. Oh my God, you drew that? I'm like, yeah, you want one? And I let them pick from my book. And I give them a picture. And that way when I hit the nurse's button, they come a-running faster. Because Robert was friendly. Instead of being a dick like some of these other patients up in here. My God. This place is a zoo. Thank you. Appreciate that, Francis. Wait till I get to the backup in here. Some of these are pretty decent. Here you go. These guys are, you can almost hear this one. He's got a jug. He's got a what's that called? Banjo. In the background you hear thank you, Bazzy. Let me know if you see one you like. I'll send it to you. It ain't nothing but a thing. I'm just fucking around doing this. I like showing off. Spike saw a couple he liked. In fact, Spike said he smokes. I'm going to send him a pipe. I don't want to be insulting or nothing, but I hear banjos paddle faster. You guys smoke? I don't smoke weed. I just make the pipes. But there you go. How about a scorpion? Watch out. He'll stick your ass. There you go. Yeah. I make, I think you know already, but I make 420 pipes for smoking marijuana. And they have 9-hole glass bowls and a carburetor on them. They're been said that they do quite well for the intake of the medical. Made one for Grumpy. Made one for Wowie. Hey, you guys, well, I Francis probably does. I don't know how old Bazzy is. You remember Mad Magazine? Don Martin? This is Don Martin stuff here. I mean, I drew it, but it's copying Don Martin and his style of caricatures. This guy's digging for gold. That's how you scratch the inside of your head. Oh, and this is, if you remember, Ratfink. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, buddy. Here's another Ratfink that I was working on. I didn't finish this one. Heck yeah, you do. You smoke? Is that what you're saying? Francis, you want a pipe? I'll send you a pipe. Get up in my email. My email address is here at the bottom of my site. I remember that one too. Oh, heck yeah, you do remember Mad Magazine. Nice. Hey, let me know if you want one of these. I'll send it to you. I think I got your address, Miss Francis. If you want one of these, let me know. And no charge. I send it to you. I put it in the mail. Because my goal in life is to be the lighthouse. No, I remember Mad Magazine. Okay. So none of that weed nonsense. Huh? Okay. How about you, Bazzy? You smoke? Is he still here? Ratfink. Yeah, Ratfink. Ratfink's popular, man, for my walking sticks. My God, I made a Ratfink walking sticks and people were fighting over it. Finally sold it for $50. Guy bought a Ratfink walking stick. Yes, I do, and a sticker. Your sticker's in the mail already, but we might be able to get you a pipe. Yeah, buddy. I need to get up to Cool and talk to Jolene and grab a couple of those pipes, and I can maybe send you one. Because people need what they need. And then this one I did this morning. Yep. Let me turn this back so you can look at me. That's kind of scary. Whoa. Big old fluffy pillows lying in the hospital bed. I'm so sick of lying around. I want to go walking around, but no, my foot's fucked up. I can't go walking around. Oh, gracious. It's 4:30 my time. I've been awake since about 3 because that damn alarm on my thingamajig was saying, "Hey, straighten your arm out, Robert." I'm like, what? It alerted the figured you might be in need of some band sets and some sling therapy healing. You know what? I was watching the mailbox before I came into the hospital. I've got my ammo was sent to me already, and I was waiting on the bands. I ordered some of those too, and I was just itching to put that sucker together so I could go out in the woods and plink, maybe see if I could knock a squirrel out of the tree. I don't really want to do that though, because if I hit him and I drop him, I won't feel bad, because I don't necessarily want to eat me no squirrel, but I don't know, I'd shoot at a tree. Thunk. I'm excited about it, man. I think I'm going to get into this slingshot stuff. I got to really watch the regs though in California, because they're picky, man. They these damn Californians are nuts. And I don't want to get dinged for using a hunting weapon and, out of season or what have you. Leaves, branches, and walnuts make great practice. Yeah, hell yeah. And oak trees have oak balls sometimes. See if I could plink an oak ball. That'd be awesome. Because oak balls are kind kind of soft, like a cork. And if I hit it with one of them clay balls, it's liable to go poof. Great. You see, it's bringing out my 12-year-old inside my head. Make me want to go play. How old are you, Bazzy? I know Frances is about my age. She says she's old as dust, but or dirt. But all right, maybe she's old as dirt, and I'm as old as sand. I don't know. I feel old as fuck right now. Damn, man, falling apart. Gonna have to start drinking super glue. Hold me together. Good God. I have 3 concoctions. Maybe I can mix it together. Have super glue, have Metamucil, and Miracle Grow. Yeah. Put the 3 together and you have it. You have the elixir of life. Oh. Okay, 69. You're not too terrible much older than me. Okay. Well, I turned 62. I'm going to be 63 in June. And 42 for Bazzy. Okay. You're kind of up there too. Welcome to the old club. Everything starts falling apart. You got to get them shoes that are slip-on, because bending over and tying them is tough. And you know what? If I sit down on the floor, or somehow or another I'm on the floor for, I don't know why the fuck I'd be on the floor, but getting up from the floor, good God, that's a sight to see, because I'm big. And it's like a walrus trying to my fat rolls in this direction, my fat rolls in that direction. Kind of throws me off balance when I try to get up. and then of course with a broken foot, forget about it, man. I don't get on the floor. Nope. I try to avoid that. Sucks too, because that 12-year-old inside my head wants to get down on the floor and play with Legos. Oh, goddamn. You know what I want to do? Here's what I want to do. I want to take all the cushions off the couch. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I bet you do. Take all the cushions off the couch. Grab some blankets. Make a fort. And then I'm going to need 3 Mad magazines, 2 RC Colas, a bag of cheese puff, a pillow, a flashlight, and transistor radio. And if I'm sneaky, maybe that 1972 issue of Playboy magazine that had Barbie Benton in it. Ooh, baby. Oh. And I might even grab the cat, because she likes to cuddle. Get up underneath there and have me a play day. Trouble is, if I got on the floor, I'd never get up. All right, I'm in the Aging Gracefully Club now. Aging Gracefully? Gracefully? No, man, you just go along and all of a sudden, clunk, your arm falls off. It's not graceful at all. Well, maybe. I guess you could put a grace to it. Kind of. Let's see. We could make it like the Nutcracker Suite. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Francis, when you go to the grocery store, you ever get one of them carts that you can ride in and it zooms along? I do, because I'm broken. And they come up behind old people, and I go, oh, yeah. I get them laughing so damn hard they can't see straight. And then I'll come up behind a mom with a kid in the basket, and I'm like, and when they're not looking, I always put behind my wife. She walks, and I put behind her, and she throws stuff into my basket. And when we come up behind a kid, and Hey, I got a nurse coming in to mess with me, so I'm going to have to cut this live short. But hey, we'll talk. Sounds like maybe a pipe for. Anyway, come into my. Come into my.
You want to come back?
No, I'll be written just a second. Come into my email and let me know if I can send you a picture or a pipe or something or other. Talk to me, okay? I gotta go, guys. Bye. I'm live.